How does the GAA affect, or how does the GAA help people who have emigrated, gone to other countries? Is it an important aspect of their life in other countries, or can it help them, or can it be a hindrance?
Well, I don't see how it couldn't be a hindrance. I don't think at all. Even in the simplest terms, when we knew we were going to Canada, we get onto the website to see the names of the different teams there. Got a contact name of the team we went to, St Vincent's, got talking to the guy. The four of us was arriving over. The time we arrived over with jobs set up, we were picked up at the airport by them and all, and then we were put in, they got us housing and all that there. So from knowing nothing about a country, you're straight away, you know, you're integrated. A couple of nights later you start training, you're training with 20 different people, you've instantly got a new social network before you start. So I mean, they're bringing you places, they're doing stuff for you, plus you play the games on a Sunday, big championship matches, there's a time difference obviously, but that becomes that's a meeting occasion as well. Satanta was obviously broadcast all over, and you would go and meet up in the pubs and that there, and there'd be a breakfast and all put on, and everyone would sort of meet up, watch the game. So like, you don't lose your Irishness. There's something to cling to. When you're away from home, you want that. You know, you want the familiar, even though you're going for a different experience. At the same time, you know, you sort of want what you know, and it's just more so Canada than America. There's a lot of Canadian people who embraced the Gaelic and actually played it. You know, there's a lot of Canadian players. They're actually there, in their government actually teaches Gaelic in schools. It's one of their sports, and they do have a program set up over it. So it's just you know, it's well integrated in Canada.
Noel, we talked about amateur status there in the GAA. What are your thoughts on this going away from amateur status? Players getting paid, say for instance, or?
Well, I don't know. I can't see where it's going. I don't think that, particularly in Ireland at the present time, it's going to be a big struggle to move away and there be any sort of money for the players. It's not tight to run the clubs and run the counties, but I think at the end of the year you don't mind to see county players in teams that have done very well and gone long distance in the championship getting some sort of reward. But I think, you know, that apart from a good holiday for themselves and wives or girlfriends, I think it would take away a lot from association. I mean, so many people down the years, right from 1884 when the whole thing was started, and then they've given their life to the GAA, done everything, went to meetings all over the country, looked for nothing. You know, and I think there's the rank and file public has put in, like, as part from players, and they were prepared to do it all just for the good of the communities and their counties. And I think it's going to take away from association big time if it's ever allowed that the case that amateur players are paid.
I'd like to thank Noel and Martin for their contribution. Both ardent GAA fans, stalwarts if you like. So just like to thank them for their contribution.